All right, we'll solve inside the NFL Network newsroom with breaking news. The Panthers signing safety Eric Reid to a one-year contract. He's been a free agent since this offseason after spending the first 5 years with the 49ers. Now, he was one of Colin Kaepernick's most vocal supporters, kneeling alongside the former quarterback to protest racial equality and social injustice during the national anthem. For more on this breaking news story, we bring in NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport as we digest the news that Eric Reid has signed a one-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. And Ian, how is it that now Eric Reid has found a job with the Panthers after so many months, 6 or more months or so, of looking for a job?
Well, it simply became a situation of a team like the Carolina Panthers with a serious need. Searcy went on injured reserve earlier in the week with a concussion. The Panthers simply needed a safety. He was the top free agent safety available, as he actually has been for several months, but it got to a point in the season there were simply no other options for the Panthers, and they made what is being described to me as a football decision. And this is a team that it's not like they ignored Eric Reid in the past. Remember, they tried to sign a corner in free agency. They signed Searcy in free agency rather than Eric Reid. So it's not like this has been a need beforehand. It just became a need for them this week. And of course, it also took an owner like David Tepper, new to the NFL, but pretty outspoken in his belief in, one, players themselves, how they work in the community, the kind of knowledge they have, the kind of good things that they've done on the field and off the field, but their right to protest as well. It took an owner willing to make that leap, and it took a general manager, in Marty Herney, and a coach in Ron Rivera to say, we're not worried about anything else. We are simply worried about making this football decision. And by the way, as far as the other things that this will entail, it is a one-year deal for Eric Reid and for the Panthers. He had been seeking $3 million a year. We're not sure if he actually got that from the Panthers. Financial terms not yet available, but that is the ballpark of what he had been seeking. Obviously, would be prorated a little bit because we're several games into the season. He is coming in as a starter. He is going to play a lot. He's someone who they believe is a physical safety, a playmaking safety, someone who's going to come in and help the football team right away. And for the Panthers, they just got a lot of help in the secondary.
How much of it has to do with football and how much of it has to do with his stance in kneeling during the national anthem that has created this employment gap for him that now he's finally landed a job there with the Panthers?
Well, no doubt his stance, his vocal support of Colin Kaepernick, his decisions in the past, we'll see going forward, but in the past to kneel during the national anthem is obviously something that kept a lot of teams away. We'd be blind to say this is just something that didn't affect them. You don't have a player this talented, despite the depressed safety market this year that saw guys like Kenny Vaccaro sign for less than $2 million. There's no way that Eric Reid would be available at this point had he not been so vocal regarding his stances regarding Colin Kaepernick and his thoughts on the national anthem. That said, from what I am told, there really were not many discussions, if any discussions, with the Carolina Panthers on what he's going to do during the anthem. This was a football decision. They stuck to football, and this obviously is in contrast to what the Cincinnati Bengals did early in the offseason, where he came in, they liked him, it seemed like they wanted to sign him. They talked to him about what he would do during the anthem, did not love the answer apparently, and then decided to go in a different direction. This one, they stuck to football, and now the Carolina Panthers have a very good football player.